And welcome, gears and girls. My name is Gadget, and this is episode 43 of StoneBlock. So, in between episodes, I really haven't done too much, like usual. I did get rid of the sugarcane farm and all the sugarcane that was being created. It just sort of seemed pointless after creating the gem world that we did. So, and I did move this guy over to here. The other thing I did is in the gem world, and we will go and have a look at that in a second. But before we go there, I want to make some things. Actually, before we do any of that, I want to open a few of these. So, Man of Steel, bacon, growth crystal, tier 1, useless, still pretty useless, and more bacon. Okay, so all pretty useless rewards. Alright, so actually in here I wanted to, we need a builder. So we've got a few builders left over from last time, but I'll grab these ones because I want 2 builders. Do I want 2 builders? Now let's make another 2 just in case. So grab me another 2 builders. That was fairly easy. Okay, so we've got our 4 builders. We then need some draconic energy cells, which actually, let's grab 16 of these. No, you're not the top tier, you're the top tier. Put one back. Alright, cool. So 16 of those. And then let's go solar. And let's make a couple of these guys. So we need 4 of you. Start and go. That will take a little bit of time to craft. The other thing we need are ender chests. So let's grab those as well. Craft me... Yeah, craft like 10 of them, actually. There we go. Oh. It made cyan. I think I need to change that. Alright. And we're going to need some dye. Actually, they can be cyan. Why the hell not? Oh, and there we go. Like, we're crafting... Our automated crafting's working. That's awesome. Do we need any more of those? Doesn't look like it. Meh. Only wanted to make 1. Yeah, it's done. Okay, so let's grab those draconics. So 4 of these. Lovely. And we've got 4 of those and so forth. We might need a few more diamonds. Let's grab a few more of them. And last but not least... Actually, not last but not least, because we're going to take that. And then we need... we don't need that on us right now. What we do need, however, are quarries. So let's grab some quarries. No. Okay, so I don't want the clearing quarry because we want to keep everything. I just want the stock standard quarry. Shape card quarry, yes. Shape card fortune, clearing. Yeah, let's just grab the ordinary quarry. So you are that. What are we missing? We're missing a shovel and a card. So shape card. Oh really? They don't stack? 4 of those. And 4 of you. And 4 of you. And then you should be able to make me 4 of these. Lovely. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. Okay, and now we can head off to our gem world and have a look at what's going on there. Hang on. Too late. Hopefully it's on and working. All right, nice. We didn't die this time. So I did make another 2 draconic solar cells, and we are feeding it in to the system, and they are emptying fairly quickly. Yep. So, and what we wanted to do here is, first off, we need to find our 4 corners of the chunk. So, dunk dunk. And we're going to chuck one of these quarries here, one here, one there, and one there. So that they're all sort of facing away from each other. And if I chuck this guy beside you, do you get power? Yes, you do. So we're going to give each one of them power as well. This one's probably going to, yeah, it's probably going to feed in. We don't want that. So let's break these 2 guys. And then set them up here. There we go. Lovely. They're building up a huge reserve. And basically what we want to do in here is we want to grab this guy. And then we want to go down and make sure that we're going to end up in the right spot. So let's just dig down to 1 joule. Because we don't want to collect all the dirt, we only want the jewels. And I know I can filter these guys to only take the jewels. It's probably just easier to double check. So this one we want, like I can't remember what the maximum of these guys are. It's 512 or something, isn't it? Let's just go, yeah, 512. So 512 by 512. And then we want to go the maximum not the maximum distance up or down. I think it's only, what was it? We're on 63. I think it was like 50. So if we just do like 63. So if we do 512 by 512 by 63, that will give us our area. And then if we do show, actually, you know what? Yeah, that's going to take forever. Scanning level. That's going to take forever to show that. Actually, I don't think it can. Let's turn you off and drop you back down to, I don't know, like 5 and 5. Yeah, and then if we go show on that, that's going to eat this area. So we don't want it eating that area. So offset is going to have to be, so it was 5 there, so I don't know, like -5 and 5. Where's that going to give it? Okay, behind us. No, that's not what we want. All right, let me work this out and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so this should work. I've done 512, 63 height and 512, and then 240, which should be like halfway plus 16. And that should start on the edge of this. And then I've done minus 36, which gets minuses these block layers, and I double checked that. And then we went 3 offset to bring it back to here. I can't see it right now, but it should be working. Anyway, let's chuck a ender chest on top of that. And then we will chuck a thing on top of that. And one thing I did forget to do, and we have no way of making it. So let's quickly jump back to the overworld. So grab you. Because I forgot a bunch of levers, because we need a lever to run all of those items. And then I actually put this one on, so we can actually go back here. And let's chuck it back to that. So yeah, this guy should be ready to run. If we put a lever in you and turn you on, you should start scanning and mining stuff. So it's saying not enough energy, but it should be draining energy out of here, shouldn't you? No. Why are you not draining energy out of there? Maybe it's not getting enough energy to it. So we could probably do 2 of these. It's going to be way overkill. But it doesn't seem to be transferring enough. So if we do that, and this is all full now anyway, so it's not going to show us. So let's actually head back and deal with that, because that is, we can sort of just run that up. All that stuff, let's turn this off. We can use those Silky gems for making this guy. So let's chuck this guy down. I guess like he can go here or here. He can probably go there. And then we want a diamond on that as well. And that should be connected and full. Yes, lovely. And then we're going to chuck a translocator on him with some glowstone. Not you, you're not glowstone. So glowstone. Let's grab some of that. Cool. And if we go, get rid of you, bring you down, go 1 there, 1 there, set you to insert. I've got to do it with an empty hand, don't I? Yeah, there we go. That's going to do singles. And if we do that, it will do stacks. So we're getting a constant supply of 8 in there. And that is just going up with like great guns. So now we have to do is do the exact same thing to the other guys. Now we should be getting enough power. This is what I wanted to check. If we are actually getting enough power from this bad boy. So yep, he's constantly full and just mining like a mofo. Not enough room available in storage. On top or below. Maybe if I break this and place it back down, that will fix that. Well, it's getting taken out faster than it can mine, I'm assuming. Anyway, so yeah, we need to do the same thing on these. So we need to chuck one of these guys in. And then set this to the same setup as this. So what this one is. And it will be all good. So I'm going to do that for all of them. And we'll be back again once we've done that. Okay, so there we go. I've got each of them in, and I had to put the ender chests underneath. So they're all underneath now. And on top, I've got the solar panel, draconic solar panel, that's making tons of energy and filling these guys up. And then I also changed this guy to minus 240 because I figured it should be at minus 240. But let's go ahead now and turn all these bad boys on. You're in the wrong direction, mister. Let's place you there. So they should all be on now and working like a charm. Let's head back to the base and see what that's up to. So those 4 guys should be chunk loaded and should be running. And we are pumping in a ton of this. So like 16, so it's doing like stacks and stuff. So we've already got 5 infinity crystals, and look how fast that's going up. Sorry, infinity catalysts. So yeah, and it's just feeling like no tomorrow. So with that done, I want to get on to the next bit, because we could probably bank on pulling out of this one as well. And what I want to do with that is, if we grab a couple more of those chests, or like those, actually, do you know what? We can probably do it here. So I want, so you're tier 2? Yeah, you're tier 2, yeah. So I want at least 3 of these, because I want to do Dragon's Breath. See, I put them all over here, didn't I? I want to do Dragon's Breath, you, and you for starters. Basically what we're going to do there is, on these guys, I've got them all set to only extract, and we're going to chuck each one of these down. And then for each one of these, we're going to say, I want you to make one of these things. So I want you to make that. I want you to make this. Yeah. I want you to make Dragon's Breath. Cool. And then if we come over here and say, chuck on the back these guys, and each one of these needs a diamond. We could even sit them hovering above it. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Because hovering above would look pretty cool. So if we grab this now and chuck you on there, you on there, you on there. And then this is the diamond one. Yeah, these ones. So there, and there. And then under, and under. And I don't want these guys filling insanely fast, so we're just going to do that. And I don't know, this might be pulling out too fast for these guys. Yeah. And I want this guy steaming. So what we might do in that case is screw this and this. So we don't really need you guys anymore. Thank you very much. But grab you. Thank you. All right. But what we can do is say, if we grab 3 of these, or all of them, and if we chuck this in here, that's just going to populate that like super fast. So we could just sort of use them as EMC batteries for now. Yeah, so they're all populated. So if we go Dragon's Breath now, we have like 26k straight off the bat, which is pretty awesome. And now we've got all of that, we don't really need the auto crafting for these guys, because we can just drop some of these into it whenever we need them. And what we could probably even do is pipe them out and say, keep one in here, so that they're always full. And we'll just do it for incredibly difficult stuff, like, say, dragon's eggs. If we give you one of these, now we have a ton of dragon's eggs. So all the really difficult stuff, and we could even like put them in here. I just put them like on these guys because that's what was there before. But yeah, if we say, come in here and grab a node. So he's gonna fill up, isn't he? So he's gonna end up wanting 64 of these guys. Is there a way to make it so it only wants one? I don't think there is. But yeah, like what we could possibly do is put a bunch of filters on these guys. So let's go grab some filters. So if I say you, and if I chuck this here and here and here, and I grab some pipes, like so, and then run them like this. And then set these guys to single item only. No, there. So set them to single item only, and then chuck this bad boy down. Like that. He's going to get 64 in him, but he should only pull out and pump one into each of these. So we'll have a backup of 64 that we can come grab at any point in time, and each one of these guys will all have one in them, which will be pretty cool. And I'll probably even move all these up, but I'll do that all off camera. Because actually we can move these with a moving wand. But yeah, so that is our system all set up. We're getting a ton of infinity catalysts now, which is pretty much what we wanted. So with that all said and done, the next thing that we want to do is put all this away. And oh yeah, also the reason that I did that, this over here, is because they all have void stuff on them, so they'll hold up to whatever their max is, and then they'll start voiding it. But we've also got access to it via the RF system, which is pretty cool. Now, the thing that I want to get onto is more power. I know we're creating tons of power now, but we could still always use more. So, with that in mind, let's get onto making a ton of power and also completing some of our quests. So if we look at our quest book, we're on our way to doing this one. We've finished that one. We've barely touched this one, and we haven't really got into solar arrays yet, which we'll need to get into. We need to do all the AE2 stuff, and we need to do all the black hole and extra storage. This we need to kill the Chaos Dragon, and I want to do that in easy mode. So I'm going to wait till we finish Project E before we get into finishing off Draconic. But I think we need to finish off Draconic before, maybe not. But yeah, like all this red matter stuff is all pretty cool. We could probably do all the dark matter armor and red matter armor. So if we go dark matter, Clark, not you, dark. So if we go dark matter, did I not put dark matter in here? Really? What about red matter? No, not red matter either. Okay. So make me some dark matter and red matter. So we need... Craft me one of you and one of you. Yeah? You should be able to do that. No? You don't want to do the dark matter? Craft me one of you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they're going to make that up. We can chuck that in there, and then we can do the armor. And then once we've got that, we can also make this armor fairly easily, because we've got tons of EMC coming in. And this stuff isn't really expensive, from my understanding. Or, let's just double check that he hasn't changed the recipe. So, dark matter's still the same. Red matter's still the same. And these guys are still the same. Oh yeah, and it's the easy recipe, nice. Okay, so they're all going to be fairly easy, and we'll get that now. Alright, let's make them now. So we can grab you and you. Chuck you in there and you in there. Let's grab a stack of that, and dark matter. No. Stack of dark matter. And let's make our armor. So we want you, 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 and you. Cool, that should complete that quest. Nice. Claim chest. Then we want our red matter armor. So that is this one. So it's just dark matter and red matter. So done and done. And done. And this armor is freaking awesome. Like we won't have to eat or anything, basically. We just need to keep food on us, I think. But if we grab, so we need this guy, which is a little bit of a pain to craft, but we can do it. Project E, where are you? And the reason that we can do it is because it's easy with EMC. Okay, Project E. At Project E. So I need like a stack of this. Actually, no, one of this. Cancel that, one. Cool. And I need a stack of that, actually. Thank you. That's for this guy. And then what we can do is we can chuck this guy in here as well, and that should be learnt. And then we want 4 of those, 3, 4, and craft them up into the next tier. Bam. Chuck you in and grab that tier. 2, 3, 4. And then that makes that one. Bam. And then chuck you in. Grab 4 of you. 3, 4. That makes this tier. And then there's one, I think 1 or 2 more tiers, I can't remember. 4 more of them. Bam, yeah, and this is the last tier, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So make 4 of those. Done. And that also gives us a quest done, and then chuck that in there. And the next thing we need is this guy, which is just water buckets and dark matter. So let's grab a bunch of water buckets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Not by number, by name. So let's do it by ID. Quantity, no. Okay, so just by name then. And do that again. So you, lovely. Chuck that away. And what else do we need? We need this guy, which is very easy. And then we can make the head. Nice. Gonna have really awesome armor very soon. Same thing, so we need a bunch of lava. Let's try that again. These guys are actually really cool because they're like, they place lava on the ground for you and stuff. So like it will use EMC to produce lava, basically. And then we need you. That should make this. Except for we're missing this guy. So I'll need 4 of these. Cool. So you. And then we need this ring, which requires this ring. And that requires this ring. And then that requires that. And then the last thing are our boots that are flying boots. So we need 2 more of these. 1, 2, chuck them in. And we need 2 of these, dark matter. Okay, we can hit that again. Go. And then that's our boots. Lovely. And this armor is actually better than the armor we've got on. So I am definitely going to change into it because A, it's indestructible, and B, it also gives us flight. It doesn't give us the speediness, but that's neither here nor there. Chuck that armor into the system, and let's open our loot crates to finish. So we want you, and you, and you. Cool. And then probably next episode we'll get on to making these guys, because they're actually a little bit of a pain to make. But you gave us nothing, you gave us nothing. It's not too bad. We can, it doesn't have EMC. So it's pretty useless. But we can chuck all that into the system. And with that, guys, I think we'll have to call it there. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to hit that follow and like. In between episodes, I'll shrink this area down a little bit so that it looks a little nicer. And we will go from there. How many of these guys do we have now? 21. Nice. That makes life a lot easier. All right. Later.